Liam Hendriks of the Boston Red Sox. Hello, Liam.
Hey, how we doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing great, other than getting accustomed to this Boston weather, which I just came from Arizona. Slightly different.
Well, slightly different down under as well, I'm assuming. Is there wind? I don't even know. I sound like an idiot. Is there wind? Is there snow in Australia?
Yeah, in the mountains. I mean, you have to go searching for it, but it's not it's not uncommon. It's not where I'm from.
Well, isn't it your summer right now too? Like your summer is our winter.
Yeah, so it's about 100 degrees right now back home. It's perfect beach weather. Yeah, it's always nice when on Christmas Day you fire up the barbecue and you hang out outside in the patio.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. It warms up here right about May 1st, so don't worry about it. I'm sure you've been paying attention to the off season and some additions that have been made here. How are you feeling about things so far?
Look, I'm excited. I've reached out to them all just to make sure, like, anything I can answer about Boston or anything like that. Even though I'm somewhat the new guy, I want to make sure we build that rapport. But obviously, being able to play with Crochet back in 2021, being in the bullpen with him out there was fantastic. And he's a guy who's great for my self-esteem because he giggles at everything. So it's fantastic for me. And then texting with Bueller, everything. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a great team. We have a lot of high upside, a lot of high swing and miss stuff, which is one thing I think they were really focusing on this off season. So a lot of positives in that. It's obviously a little bit more of a volatile couple pitches that they've added, but it's it's part and parcel. You pay the cost of the entry fee, and the entry fee is a high upside guy and. A little volatile every now and then, but I think it's definitely ticking up as far as the pitching staff goes.
Liam, there's been coaching changes with the Bruins, with the Patriots, and the theme has been losing a locker room. When you look at your manager and Alex Cora coming off a season that didn't go, I'm sure, the way anybody wanted it to go, do you feel like his message is still as strong when it comes to your clubhouse?
Without a doubt. I mean, I have full faith in AC, but you also look at it from the point of view as what everyone was saying at the start of last year was we were going to finish fifth in the division. We were not going to have a winning record. We wouldn't even be close to 500. And that's what AC was able to do. He was able to pick up those little bits and pieces here and there to get us to a 500 team. Yeah, we faltered down the stretch a little bit, but it wasn't as if it was a complete lack of anything going on. It was like we just ran out of gas, and that's where I almost think it was the best case scenario for us. We really showed what we could do in the first half and showed what our potential was, and then in the second half, we showed what our weaknesses were. We showed where we need to work on something and we need to add and bring in guys. So it was always a really good season last year. Obviously, not making the playoffs sucks and all that sort of stuff, but from a future point of view, I think it was actually really beneficial to get that season out of the way. And now we have an opportunity to add and then hopefully push for this division title this year.
Yeah, I mean, we as fans might not call that the best case scenario. We would prefer that you're in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, but if you're not in the playoffs, you have to be able to take some sort of positive spin from everything, and I think that was one thing that we were able to get. Look, I think at the start of the year, if we were even in the mix for a 500 team, there would have been people saying that they were outperforming, and that's just one thing. I think we definitely outperformed the projections at the start of the year. So, I mean, you can't just say like, oh yeah, they're meant to be not in the playoffs, and then we didn't make the playoffs, so it's a lost year. I think it's you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Liam, so when the Sox failed to get Soto and allegedly offered $700 million, do you call Breslow and like, hey, can I get the suite on the road now that we're not spending that money?
That was not quite. I was more annoyed that I wasn't involved in the discussions because I feel like I'm an integral part of this front office now because as a Ploach of last year, I think I should have had a say. But look, it's the fact that they were in that market. I mean, I don't care what team you are. If you have the ability to financially support that decision, you got to go for him because that's a generational type player. He's a guy that can completely change the form of a lineup with what he's able to do. Both, even if he's not hitting, he's walking. Even if he's not getting on, even if he's not doing what he's doing the Soto things, he still gets on base damn near the best since Barry Bonds or anything like that. So. Look, I was very interested in how that market played up, and now it's you pick it up, you move on, and we've added a couple pieces, especially that rotation, and a couple bullpen arms that have some high swing and miss stuff. And look, I'm excited to get to camp and get a chance to meet these guys in person rather than just over text. But I'm excited for the season. And let's be honest, the Red Sox we played better than the sum of our parts. That's for damn sure.
Liam, you talk about expectations. When you start to look at this year with the additions you've talked about with this rotation, especially, the potential of a guy like Garrett Crochet, offensively, even last year you guys were in the top 10 in most, of the categories when it comes to hitting. What's the expectations this year? Is it expectations we have a legitimate playoff team because of the moves we made, especially with the rotation?
Yeah, I think if you look at it, as you said, we had a top 10 offense in baseball last year. And we've lost a couple guys. That's going to hurt a little bit. But we're also expecting guys to take those little steps forward like Jarren Duran did last year. A full healthy season from Cassis. Hopefully a full healthy season from Story, and having his not only offensive side but his defensive side in there as well. And that's one thing. And then not moving Sedan around a little bit. Hopefully he's able to stabilize himself in center, and he's able to kind of get into a little bit of routine where he's not chopping and changing. Because even the best guys in the world, it does affect them when they keep changing positions as far as defensively. So having him stuck in a certain place will be great. But yeah, I think it's an exciting time to be here because of what we've done, and we saw what we're deficient in. Now, are we done yet? I don't think so.
Ooh, okay.
Speaking of Story, we got to look on social media into the second annual Story Camp. Are you planning on going there? And it looks like a nice facility that Trevor's put together.
Yeah, I mean, I've only seen as much as you guys have, but yeah, it's what he's been able to do. It's pretty special. I think he's definitely done his work and his due diligence on trying to get there, and I'm hoping it can finally pay dividends to him having a full healthy year as well.
Where do you stand on the golden bat rule?
I think it's terrible. Because it's only going to come in when those high leverage late inning relievers are out there. You're not going to get it in the second inning against the starter. You're going to get it in the 7th, 8th, 9th when you got the leverage guys out there. You're already giving them enough things. You're already making us. You've given us the pitch clock, which, as far as just having a breather, we don't get a timeout, which sucks. But you limiting the time in between commercials for us to run in and get all that. So everything is a slowly incremental thing and just destroying relievers. But look, at the end of the day, whoever's in the box, it doesn't matter to me. If they implement it, I'm still going to go get them out anyway. If it was the 9-hole guy or their best hitter, doesn't matter.
So when you look at, some of the guys that might be available out there, have you went to front office and made some pitches for guys like maybe a Bregman or Pete Alonso, some offensive bats? Is there a guy out there that you've said, hey, this is a guy you might want to go in to get that could help us out?
No, I haven't gone to the front office or anything like that. I think that's I do not envy what the GM has to go through, especially in a team like Boston every year, every offseason, because you're the Boston Red Sox. You're meant to be doing stuff. You're meant to be making those splashy moves. But yeah, I don't envy his role at all. Now I've reached out to a couple of guys and been like, hey, what do you got? Anything I can ask you about Boston before you even say no or anything like that? So I'm doing my due diligence trying to reach out about guys who maybe fits, may not be. But at the end of the day, everyone's got their own path. Everyone's got their own journey. And look, I'm hoping it works out and we get a couple guys coming here. But look, I think something. We'll see what happens.
Well, you're going to get to hear it from all the fans and hang out and meet everybody on Saturday for Fenway Fest. And I know that there's a lot of guys that are coming. You're looking forward to the opportunity to talk baseball with some Red Sox fans?
Yeah, I'm excited. Obviously, I haven't had a FanFest or Fenway Fest. Obviously, this is my first Fenway Fest, but I haven't had a fan convention or fan event like this since 2019 in Oakland. So I'm actually excited for this because I enjoy this stuff. I enjoy seeing the fan base come out. I enjoy meeting people, the kids, the giveaways, all this sort of stuff. I think it's a great opportunity for fans to see behind the curtain a little bit as far as the players' personalities a little bit more, rather than just seeing them on the field and maybe grabbing them here and there. But no, I'm excited for it. It's going to be a great weekend. And yeah, I'm excited, and hopefully my wrist is up to scruff, and hopefully I get an opportunity to sign a bunch of autographs, because it is an opportunity for us. I mean, I've been in some FanFests where no one even gives you the time of day, and you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs because you're sitting next to Justin Morneau or Joe Mauer. So this will be hopefully people come and ask me for my autograph.
Besides the weather, which you brought up, what's been the hardest thing to get used to about being in Boston?
Traffic. Yeah, I think they had a news report yesterday that said traffic in Boston is actually better than it used to be, which, I don't quite believe, but I'm going from downtown to Fenway, so it's that. I think I'm running out of juice on my horn right now in my car, so it's I need to top that one up. But yeah, I think that's one of the biggest ones where it's just randomly you'll be stuck at a set of lights for 15 minutes. I'm going 1.5 miles. How does it take me 45 minutes?
Bike lanes.
It's terrible.
No.
I've got my scooter. I've got my electric scooter, but it's I got my scooter and I got my helmet and I cruise through that. But I do not trust it riding around on night games.
Around here, we don't want pictures on bikes or
No. I'm saying we need.
Oh dear.
Or on scooters. Please.
I'm saying we need to get rid of
Right-handed, it's different.
Yeah. Even if they're on sale.
Liam, we need to get rid of those bike lanes. That's what's causing the traffic. That's what I'm saying. Get rid of them damn things.
You need to I would say get rid of the mopeds who do all the Uber Eats, but that's the only way I survive, so I can't say that.
You guys have you ever seen guys that order Uber Eats to the clubhouse?
Yes, actually. One of our guys has a very big. He has the same order every time he starts. So I've seen that happen before. I always get skeeved out because I'm like, what do I tell him? Just like gate D? Like, what am I meant to do here?
What's the order?
It's a Chipotle order every time, every start day for this particular guy, and that's what he does. I mean, if it's on the road, at home, it doesn't matter. He's getting Chipotle.
Yeah. How does the Uber Eats guy find his way when it comes to getting in the clubhouse? Do they bring him right in? He drops it, or
it's in the notes. You put in the notes like meet me.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I'll Uber Eats stuff to the hotel before I get on the bus to go to the field. That's usually with me and my coffee. But yeah, I don't know about getting to the stadium because it's just like, there's too many gates. There's too many ways in. Some stadiums you're not even allowed in the general vicinity early. Like, it's just, yeah. Especially if you're rolling in like a full scooter mask. That may throw some red flags up.
I would think Chipotle is a risky order when you when you have to pitch too. I mean, it goes right through you.
Unless you get it clean.
I mean, I can't talk. My pregame meal was the last couple of years I've been healthy, was a Philly cheesesteak and hot sauce and French fries and a Dr. Pepper. So I can't talk.
No, not really. My recommendation would be to tell whoever the guy is to have one that the rookies bring it on their way to the stadium. That's what I used to do when I was a rookie playing.
Sure you did. That's bullying.
I had to pick up Keyshawn's
the problem is
Popeyes.
the rookies have to get there so early that he's coming later. It's going to be cold. It's going to be gross. It's like, and those bowls don't handle. They can't sit that long.
Oh. I didn't know the rookies got there early. That's why.
That was bowls that you said. The Australian accent confused Courtney.
Yeah, bowl. BOWLS.
All right. Well, it's going to be exciting Saturday. Ken and Curtis will be there doing their show.
Yeah, bring Chipotle, whatever you need.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are excited because we spoke to you at spring training, and you were ready to get healthy, and it sounds like you are, and you're raring to go.
Yeah, ready to go, ready to have a full season, and ready to kind of come into camp as a competition for that back end piece, and that's all you can ask for. You get an opportunity, you get a uniform number, and now you come in a chance to win a job.
All right. Well, we will not only see you Saturday, but we will see you in Fort Myers last week of February. So thank you, Liam.
Sounds good, guys. Come out to Fenway Fest. It should be a blast.
All right. That is Liam Hendriks. Great guy.
Great guy.
Yeah, he's a nice
best.
dude.
I like the Uber Eats order to the stadium.
Yeah.
See, I would have a young guy bring it.
But that is epically lazy. There's literally a Chipotle on Kilmarnock and Brookline. Yeah. It's not even 200 yards.
Yeah, but you got to get your treatment and everything. That's why I didn't know rookies showed up so early. Usually you tell one of them, hey, here's my Chipotle order. Don't mess it up. Because, their guys are probably doing special things or whatever. You don't want to have to go out and fight the traffic in public.
Did you have the same pregame meal every time before a game?
No. We just ate whatever was in the hotel.